guys, it's Curly Proverbs, and today I'm coming at you with a video looking at the benefits of using coconut oil. Now, you guys really enjoyed when I did the benefits of henna video. I'm going to try and be as in-depth as possible in this video without making it too long of a video at the same time. So without further ado, let's get into it. So coconut oil, as you guys know, is a thick and waxy substance at room temperature, providing the weather is cooler. It's one of the very few oils that can actually really deeply penetrate the hair. I've said this a few times on my channel, so forgive me if you've been watching for a while and you've come across this particular statement before, but it's rich in vitamins like vitamins D, vitamins E, vitamins K. It's rich in B vitamins as well, and it deeply penetrates the hair. Now, you know, you've got the outside of the hair, you've got the cuticle, and deep inside you have got the cortex. Now, it's one of the few oils that can get in through the cuticle and into the cortex because of its particular molecular weight and structure. So it can actually get into the cortex of the hair, which is a plus. Not many oils can do that. I can only think of 3 oils that can actually do that. The other thing is it actually has a high affinity, or it's like very attracted to protein. So if you apply it to your hair, generally over time your hair can actually lose and degrade its protein over time. Hello, is that? So yeah, your hair can actually lose and degrade in its protein content over time. And coconut oil, what it does is actually binds to it. It's very attracted to protein. So it can actually help your hair to retain it and keep it sealed into the hair. Now, I find it to be one of those oils that doesn't feel very weighty when it's on the hair, but with prolonged use, I've definitely noticed that it makes my hair really, really shiny. Like when I look back at my videos, the periods of time when my hair is very shiny are the periods of time when I have been consistent with my application of coconut oil. And my hair definitely looks a lot more dull and lackluster when I'm not consistent with my application of coconut oil. The other thing is very beneficial for the health of your actual scalp. So it is antiviral, antifungal, and antibacterial. In fact, recently I was watching on the news and they were talking about how they have shown that brushing your teeth with coconut oil is actually as beneficial, if not more beneficial, than using actual toothpaste because it's effective at killing pathogens. And I know a lot of people use it for things like oil pulling, etc. So it really is very, very good at getting rid of pathogens and microbes. And you know, sometimes people have infections on their scalp, or they have you know, the presence of fungus and excessive bacteria, and actually that is impeding hair growth. So it's really, people forget the link sometimes between a healthy scalp and a healthy head of hair. They just think, yeah, take care of the hair and it will take care of itself and grow. But no, you actually have to nourish and care for the scalp. You know, it's very beneficial massaging it in because, again, it's one of those oils that actually gets absorbed by the follicles of the hair and can actually nourish it from the root of the hair growing out. So definitely. The other thing is that it actually slows hair fall. It's really funny because in my husband's family, there are men, being that he's Indian, there are men in his family that are like almost religious about applying coconut oil to their hair and scalp. Like they will do it every single morning. They don't care if they step out and their hair looks oily. It's just what they've always done. And you can kind of tell the difference between the men that do that and the men that don't, as in like the hair thinning and the hair fallout of the guys that don't apply the coconut oil to their hair, being that they're from the same family and share genetics, is so interesting to see. Like, it's like night and day as far as the thickness of the hair of the men that do and the ones that don't actually apply it to the hair. The other thing that's really good about coconut oil is it actually prevents something called hydral fatigue, which is like your hair, like every time you wet it, the proteins and the whole structure of the hair actually expands and absorbs some moisture, and that kind of stretches the hydrogen bonds in the hair, Thank you, car that just drove past. So that kind of stretches the hydrogen bonds in the hair, and then when your hair dries, it contracts back. So that repeated process of expanding and shrinking is part of the reason why people who swim a lot, who spend a lot of time in water, who wash their hair too often, is part of the reason why they might see hair breakage. So particularly if you are going to be going on a holiday, on vacation, and if you just want to give your hair that extra protection from hydral fatigue, which is responsible for causing areas of weakness in the hair, which causes then your hair to break, it's really a good idea to actually make sure that you are using coconut oil. Of course, it's great for sealing in moisture. So if you have gone in and used your moisturizer or your leave-in conditioner, and then you seal the hair, or you apply a small amount to the hair, it actually seals in that moisture and prevents it from evaporating or leaving the hair as fast as it would have done otherwise, because it actually seals down the cuticles. So if you imagine cuticles of the hair open when it's very nice and warm and you're in a warm shower, moisture can go in, like water can go in, and if you're applying your leave-in afterwards, that can go in, and then the coconut oil actually just seals it in there, and that allows your hair to be supple and prevents, of course, your hair breaking. And it also offers sun protection for the hair. Again, this is why I would never go on holiday without taking my coconut oil with me. I actually had a very bad experience when I went to Egypt, and I was in the sea a lot. I was diving. I had a great time, but really I didn't take my coconut oil with me, and I actually paid for it. That was one of the major setbacks in my hair journey. When I first started trying to grow out my hair, I had to cut a significant amount back because my hair was so frazzled and so damaged. So it's really important to note that it actually protects the hair from the sun as well. And the last thing I really wanted to state was the fact that it contains lauric acid. I think there's only 2 sources of that on the planet, and one of them is breast milk, okay? Mammary milk, okay? It's really, really important for like nourishing young, and it's rich in fat, and it really adds strength to the hair. It's like not comparable to other ingredients. That lauric acid really is like, if you ever come across a beauty product that contains lauric acid, it's bound to be a quality product, and more than likely it's been extracted from like coconut milk, or it's been extracted from coconut oil. So yeah, definitely one to try and find and keep in your arsenal, or just go straight to the source and actually use the coconut oil, you know, just saying, like that. So I generally tend to gravitate towards coconut oils that have gone through minimal processing. You know, sometimes the more expensive the better, but it's not always the case. And if you can go for one that is organic and one that has been extracted using cold pressed or minimal processing, or that is virgin, that is a really good way to go. This one that I've been using at the moment is by Saint Tropica, and what I really like about this is the chief ingredient is, of course, as you would expect, coconut oil that is organic. Thank you to the car that just drove past. But what I really like is they've actually added things like amla to the oil, but without adding things like mineral oil. So you've got the base, which is coconut oil, and then it's got biotin in it, it's got horsetail in it, it's got amla, and it's got hibiscus. And it's literally just like a little mask, really convenient for like if you're traveling, etc. And when I picked this up, I was like, I'm not sure, because when it's melted now, so it's moving around a bit, but when it was solid and it was colder, it literally was just there down, and I was like, excuse me, can you see I've got a hell of a lot of hair here? How is this gonna actually even work? Because I like my hair to be saturated, and I like my hair to be dripping like with oil when I like do a hot oil treatment overnight. And I was actually quite surprised that this was the perfect amount for my hair. So, you know, if you have, you know, half the amount of hair as mine, you might only need to use half a packet. But basically what you do is you need to warm it up slightly. It says here put in the microwave for 10 seconds. I prefer to put stuff that I'm melting down into just a cup of very warm water, and I applied this to my scalp. Again, you know how I do with my circular motions, really trying to get that to penetrate into my follicles, and then I put it throughout my hair, and my hair really did feel so saturated. I then put a plastic cap over my hair and a scarf and just went about my daily business. I don't think I got a chance to wash it out till the next day actually, which is ideal. You guys know, I mean, I have videos that I put up in the past on how to infuse your oil, but I really like the fact that this was already infused. Just a bit more about the ingredients that have been added to this coconut oil. It contains amla. Now amla, you know, that is like vitamin C central, okay? That is going to help get rid of any free radicals, and it's amazing for scalp health. And it's basically gooseberries. It's also known as gooseberries, and it prevents like the graying of the hair. It prevents premature graying of the hair, and has been known to cause the hair to grow in more thick than it was before. This also contains biotin, which is in a lot of hair growth vitamin supplements that you can take. In fact, there have been a lot of challenges here on YouTube where people have taken biotin and have seen really quite impressive results with their hair growth. Unfortunately, it didn't work for me taking biotin orally because it actually gave me like headaches and to the point where I felt concerned, but applying it topically has caused no issues. And I'm really keen to see, like with prolonged use, if application topically is also going to help. So yeah, I did use this week instead of my usual hair growth oil, which DIY hair growth oil, which I posted the recipe for. I'm just gonna link that up here. Horsetail, again, I bought a hair growth vitamin that contained horsetail. Apparently it's like a really trendy thing to be having at the moment, like it's sweeping the celebrity world, taking it by storm. But again, horsetail is known to be very beneficial for the hair. It has like loads, like an abundance of silica, and as you know, silica is very important for hair health and maintaining the integrity of the hair and its strength as well. So that's why it is so good for the hair. It also contains hibiscus, which is really pretty flower here that you probably associate with like tropical islands because it grows best in tropical weather. It's rich in vitamin C, riboflavin, phosphorus, all really essential for your hair health. So I've really been enjoying using this, and as I say, when I use coconut oil on a regular basis, it really adds shine to my hair. Yeah, so the reason why this particular one really stands out to me is because, as I say, it's got biotin, it's got horsetail, it's got amla, which is a well-known Ayurvedic Indian herb used for hair growth over centuries, and it contains hibiscus. And you know, it is nice for a change to not have to make up my oils and infuse my oils myself. Just grab and go. It has been super nourishing, and my hair, like after using it, oh, my hair just felt so soft and nourished. Like I could almost hear it whispering, thank you. Like literally felt so nourished and so soft, and actually I was able to maintain it tangle free for longer as well. So yeah, definitely really enjoyed using this hot oil hair mask. Let me know if you've tried this one before, this particular one before. Let me know what you thought of it. One other thing I really wanted to say before I went was that I was actually really surprised at how coconutty the smell was. Like I've used a lot of coconut oil, like a range of brands over the years, and I actually found that this smelled almost like coconut cream. It was really intense, and it kind of made me question, like, you know, is that because this is a higher quality? Is this a higher grade of coconut? Is it got is it more potent than other coconut oils? Quite possibly, because it just smells so strongly of coconut oil. It smells so strongly of coconut, and there is no statement of it having any actual fragrance here, so I found that very interesting. Also, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found it at all helpful, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. It's absolutely free and I really would appreciate it. Like, share, add to playlists, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments section below. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.